Hello everyone who is oh so ready for the alpha version of anything. Wow, that was not imaginative. I am BorderWise. Welcome back to From the Depths and this funky crime cannon, but more importantly, to version 4.2.0. In the alpha test, the camera update, including the quotes. So, it is an update video. We're going to read out some delightful new changes that... Excuse me. I'm very burpy. We're going to read out the patch notes, because people like it when I read out the patch notes for some reason. And just for the people who don't know, the way you get into alpha test is you go to From the Depths, in your Steam library, right-click, go to Properties, Betas, and then select Alpha Test from the menu. It'll download, and then you'll get in. There's always somebody who asks how to get in. That's how you get in. Right, now, reading from the patch notes, and I'm going to be cute, and I'm going to drag this over here so you can read along with me, in fact. Hello, Depthians! The camera update is now in the Alpha Test build. Please note that by going into Alpha Test, you fully accept that stuff can break and might be changed. Also, this update has been in testing for a very long time. We've had it at game shows, we watched 10,000-hour veterans and 0-hour noobs. Veterans, you'll be fighting your muscle memory to begin with. Noobs, don't click around randomly. Experimental testers, thank you very much. You'll need to right-click on any key maps that have had their defaults changed in the options. And Microsoft OneDrive continues to be a royal pain. If you are experiencing issues like crashes or strange behaviors in-game, then please use the support system or go to the help channel in the Discord, or give me, Sean, a DM on there, and I'll try to help. There is a workaround to bypass your document's shell path, if need be, until we have a way to move the profile to avoid this in the future. Many people assume they don't have it, when in fact Windows updates have stealth installed it, and it has indeed hijacked a shell path. The issue is that it places file locks, which prevents the game from being able, I guess, to access files it needs, resulting in all manner of problems. With that information firm in your mind, let us continue. I need to bring back OBS. Okay, so Rambot is now something that is an optional spawn, unless the scenario or instance is designed to have him spawn automatically. I thought Rambot was a girl, judging by the poster I have on me wall, or on me door. Oh well. World editors, there's something you need to look out for. Yeah, so for us working on Plutono, or anyone working on a custom campaign, be aware that changes things. There are new options for spawning on spawn points, and for the instance itself, you'll want to select player and avatar on any spawn points, so that both the camera and the avatar can spawn there. You can spawn Rambot by pressing Shift-G by default. It's best to do this on a focused vehicle. Heartstone energy now governs Rambot's weapons. Being on a friendly vehicle will preserve the energy state, but a Heartstone is needed to recharge. Depending on the game mode, Rambot can still die if energy is 0. We'll probably be tweaking this as time goes on, but to start with, it's very strict, and something like the chain gun will burn through energy very quickly. So this is finally the answer to basically prevent From the Depths from just being Somali Pirate Simulator. Or even worse, Warp Jutsu Simulator. If you know, you know. To select a vehicle to focus on, we look on it and left-click on it. This then focuses the vehicle and uses a default orbit camera that is placed above the vehicle, if no other camera has been set. So, here's where I can demonstrate things. So, we have our test fortress here. The way you select it is, you click on it, and you can still use the tab key to swap camera modes. And, by the way, like, Rambot is not spawned in. We're just hovering around this kind of central point right here. But we can still do stuff like that, swapping between free cam and lock to the vehicle cam. Right, carrying on here. The little green marker here is our camera position. So if we do that, you see this little green thing? There it is. There it is indeed. Right. And, whoops, nope, hold on. Whoops, okay. I'm juggling both a Chrome tab and From the Depths here. Bear with me. Once focused, we can take control of a vehicle if a vehicle controller exists on it by pressing left control by default. Note all keybinds are editable in the options. When we are in control, a green vignette appears briefly. Again, the opacity of this is configurable in the options. So, we go here, press control, and we can steer this thing. We can move it forwards and backwards. And we can, let's see, R is now moving up. And F is moving down, and then we can press Control to stop, and we can hit tab to go back to free cam. So it all works pretty well. The UI is much tidier now, I have to say. I do like it. Alrighty. Now, if we right-click, we can control weapons. Control of weapons is indicated by a red vignette. Please note you can also click on the weapon groups now on their icons in the mode. Okay, so I'm definitely going to have to change that because this red and green vignette look exactly the same to me, which is an issue. Let's go back there. And right mouse button controls guns. Alright, that looks red. And then you fire with left click now, not control. There we go. And right mouse, left control to stop. We're still on free cam. And tab brings us back here. There we go. Back in free cam. It's a little fiddly. It takes some getting used to. Like people say, it takes a little while to get used to this. Okay then. Righty-ho. Actually, if I middle click there we go. Please note the default vehicle control keys have changed to something people are more familiar with in other games. Boo! Peer pressure. But yeah, you can see that. That's, whoops. Let's go here. Control. And we can do this kind of thing. If I do this, I can shift the camera a bit. And yeah, it's WASD. It's all this kind of stuff. Rather than the absolute... Let's be honest, it was a bit of a dog's breakfast before that. So... there we go. Pressing tab will cycle through any configured cameras. Camera positions can be edited using these buttons. Yeah, there are buttons in middle mouse mode. Or you can store a position at your current position using control tab by default. So... we can set there. So shift caps lock. Yeah, I use that a lot. Wait, is it shift caps lock? Whoops, that was the wrong button. Yeah, so I'm fighting my memory a lot here because control caps lock is what I usually do to lock onto things. So there we go. Locking onto that block. Locking onto that block. There we go. That works. What else? Set internal focus. Nope. So pad star? Where the hell is that? I'm not sure I have that. Wait, no, I do. Oh, there we go. Show camera controls is the asterisk like on the number pad. No camera target. There we go. So there. And we do that. No camera target. We like that. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. And last off, edit camera positions and pad 2 constructs. So pad 2... ah, okay. That's weird. Right. This is still going to take me a lot of getting used to. I've got like 6,000 hours to untrain from myself. Okay. So tab cycles through the cameras. In camera edit mode, you can add more advanced options to the camera. Some of these are very useful for things like fighters, where you want the camera to be less aggressive. Okay then. Okay. How do that? How do that? How do that? Right, let's do that. Edit camera positions, go to 8. That's not doing anything. Right, I don't understand this. Other view and control, nope. Okay, I don't know. There's a screenshot for camera focus points, but I don't know where it is. Orbit. Okay. Stop it. Right. Boy, I thought I had a better handle on this. Clearly I don't. Okay, so let's go there. The binoculars are now built into the camera. Just use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. So I'm just rolling the mouse wheel. That is zooming the camera in and out. Very handy, which means you no longer... I don't think... yeah, the binoculars are gone. They used to be on number 4 for me. But they're not there. Actually, let's spawn in... let's spawn in Rambot. Do I know how to... alright, so it's... for me, it's the slash on the number pad. And I appear to be stuck. I appear to be... there we go. I was stuck in the chair, but now I'm there. And here's all... ah, you see the chain gun, you know, it deactivates the Hearthstone. I do kind of hate that they're making the Hearthstone more of an essential thing, because I always hated Hearthstones in this game. Then we have renaming things. We have the paint sprayer. I'm just going to leave that there. We have repair tool, armor tool, EMP, explosions, fires, death ray, and what's this? Z key just checks your inventory. Jolly good. Alright, so now we can kill Rambot. So if we do this, we can just do this. Rambot is now dead, and we are free! Alright, enemy information is now displayed when you place the mouse over them. You can focus on an enemy and order an attack by left-clicking on it. To unfocus, just left-click anywhere off it. Okay. Let's try that. So let's spawn in a Marauder over here. So Marauder over there. And a Marauder over here. So we're gonna fly over here, and if we left click on it and pad 5. Hold on. Did that work? I don't know if that worked. I don't know if that worked. What does it say? Focus on an enemy and order an attack by left clicking on it. Alright, so okay. Nope, that did not do the trick. We're shooting at the other Marauder. How are we doing this? Control tab, alright, order it. Focus on an enemy. You do that by left clicking.
Engaging now.
Like, that function is still there, so I guess we're gonna wait for the crowns to get over here. Alright, I'm not sold on that. I don't get it. That's the main stuff. If I think of anything else, or if I'm made aware of anything else, this is Sean typing, I'll add it to the stable post whenever it goes stable. Feedback can be provided in the alpha test forum on the Discord. Please make sure you aren't making duplicates by using the search function before you post. So yeah, that's important. Don't be too repetitive. Make sure that someone else hasn't already said something that you want to say. With regards to campaign, there will be a few changes coming to address some of the issues raised by players. In this patch, diplomacy values are adjusted. By stable, the area of enemies drawn into combat will be increased to bring more of the approaching enemies into combat. Defense platforms are being added per difficulty to HQs. Those are being worked on at the moment. Okay then, so that's something that's always been a little funky about From the Depths, is the fact that HQs are the same at every difficulty, but defense platforms, presumably, are going to change that. So on higher difficulties, there's better defenses. I like that change. Interesting. Alright. Now, other patch notes. There's a whole bunch. But I'm going to spawn in a whole lot of Marauders. Just to keep everyone amused, including myself. Alright, so let's go here. There's a lot of bug fixes, which I'm not going to go over. But let's spawn in just way too many Marauders. Oops, not control that. Right. Let us, delicious lettuce, read these patch notes. A lot of bug fixes and work hasn't been logged properly. We've been split between projects. Announcement of a new game in January-ish. No, it is not FTD related. Yes, that is the secret project. The secret Brilliant Skies Limited project. Their second game. I'm so excited. And has a high amount of had a high. They've changed staff a lot. Apologies for this, but many bugs reported have been addressed. Thanks to everyone who has reported them. Well done, bug finding team. Okay. Changes. Tutorials. The initial tutorial has been split into 2 tutorials. One for camera controls and one for avatar controls. Other tutorials have been changed as needed. Right. This is why there's a cram cannon hanging out here. Additions. Cram. 2, 3, 4, and 5-way connectors have been added. So, that's how this cram's wacky Tetris has been possible. I shrink these blocks, you'll notice there's a whole bunch of connectors touching each other. We couldn't do that before. Now, I should mention as well that doing this kind of cram setup is kind of absolute poopy garbage, because this is not optimal at all, and the Tetris in there is not optimal at all. It's technically 3D, but it's bad 3D. But this is hilariously fun and allows you to do more interesting things with your cram Tetris. So let's hop in there. As a cram gunner, this is what I'm excited about. So let's start with a firing piece right there, and over here we've got a 2-way connector. And you'll see the big pegs are what connects these things, so you can do corners like this. Doesn't connect where the pegs aren't. Excellent. Then we got a 3-way corner, so you can do something like this. Doesn't connect that way, but it connects this way. Jolly good. Then we've got a 4-way connector. Connects like so. And on the bottom. Then a 5-way connector, which is super handy because it means you can't connect on that face, but you can connect on all the others. And of course, there's our old 6-way connector. And the guide is basically the blank sides are the ones that don't connect. Very simple. And you just gotta look at them. Very cool. And so if we go hop inside our horribly unoptimized cram turret, yeah, look at, like, shield your eyes. I did this just as an experiment. Please don't judge me. I know how to make cram cannons, I swear. So we've got this individual little turret, like a whole bunch of individual things, and this thing snakes up here like this, snakes around, see? Touching different connectors, but it doesn't matter. Comes up here, and we have how many new things? And I think this is what we got to do. Right. Right, enough of that. So, how many guns? I think it's 10 guns in here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So not ideal. It's just a handy demonstration of the kind of stupid things you can get away with now with Cram Tetris. That's great. Alright, build guides. Voiceovers have now been recorded and added to all build guides. Excellent, excellent. Diplomacy, change diplomacy material amount given to 30% value from 80% value, so you get less materials from just, I don't know, randomly declaring war on people. Armor refit. Added warning about requiring materials to perform the refit. Okay, so, let's see, if I turn that off, and let's see there. I think we have too much materials for this anyway. Yeah, I'm not sure, how do we demonstrate that? I know how we demonstrate that. Hold on. I'm smart. I'm going to detonate all the ammo on this thing. Like so. Watch this. Wait, no. Am I? Wait, no. I'm gonna do... Yes, I am gonna do... No, I'm not... I'm gonna do this. I'm going to do this. So we've got no materials. And so if we try and refit the armor to... I don't know... Armor refit cost material, you must have material available. So if I try to refit everything to heavy armor... Okay, that's what they mean. There's just the warning right there. Alright? Did that. Yes, perfect. Okay, cameras, additions. We've already kind of covered all these. And we are going to need to... We are going to need to respawn in all those marauders because that's fun. Marauders! 10 of them. Fire away! It's the soothing sound of cram cannons. Let it soothe you. Okay, camera. Specific free camera mode that can be used to move the camera around the world. Construct camera points can be set to be maintained above water. I have not figured that out. Construct camera points can be set to hide your vehicle during weapon aiming if your contrast gets a way to maintain your side to side. Alright, I have no idea how to do that. It didn't tell me either. Construct camera points can be set to visually tunnel through your vehicle during weapon aiming to maintain your line of sight. Okay, that's the same thing again. Construct camera points can be set to move forwards when aiming to maintain your line of sight. Construct camera points can be set to ignore vehicle roll, pitch, or yaw. Construct camera points can be named, moved, rotated. I have absolutely no idea how to do any of this, and I haven't been able to figure that out. Construct camera points can be easily saved using Control-Tab to snap them to the current position of the camera. Construct camera points can be easily loaded using Tab to snap the camera to the saved position. Construct camera points can be easily moved using WASD, Alt, and Space when not driving vehicles. Primary camera modes can focus enemy vehicles by left-clicking on them. Avatar. The avatar has been made optional. You can spawn dismiss the avatar easily in most game modes. Avatar. The avatar uses energy when firing his laser weapons. When his energy is below 20%, his weapon will not fire. Heartstones are used to replenish energy. Energy is used for life support when away from a friendly vehicle. Great, so they've made that compulsory in all game modes. Well, I personally hate that. Avatar, the binocular item has been removed. Zooming is available at any time in any of the primary camera modes by using the mouse wheel. I think some people I think this might be this might be a divisive update, I'm starting to suspect. Alright, vehicle control. When your avatar is on a vehicle or your construct mode camera is activated on the vehicle, you will control whatever vehicle controller is closest to the camera. This is to make it easier to drive a vehicle without needing an avatar present or in position. Okay, I do kind of like that. It means you don't need a chair and a wheel on a vehicle in order to make things... Have they removed the chair? Okay. Alright, so are they gonna remove these since you don't need them anymore? Hold on. I want to test something. If I remove this... Oh, nope, you still need a controller. Got it. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Wow, we are bouncing Marauders around, and that is hilariously wholesome fun. This cram cannon is stupid, and I love it. Okay, what was I talking about? Shoobity-doobity-doobity-doobity-doo. Controls of the camera. Okay, vehicle control. Control activates, deactivates vehicle control mode. Vehicle control. Vehicles are now driven using the WASD, QE, FR, TG keys, not Y, H, J, K, U, I, I, K, O, L as before. Okay, yeah, that does make sense to change that. There is now a green vignette in the corner of the screen when a vehicle is in control mode to remind you that you are in vehicle control mode. So if I do... Right, so that is green. I do have trouble telling those colors apart because I'm red-green colorblind. Presumably, like... Hold on, there's probably ways of changing that. I think, I hope. I seem to recall reading earlier that you can change the colors a bit. Or at least the opacity. Right. Right-click activates, deactivates vehicle weapon mode. There's no off AI slot for weapons anymore. Deactivate weapon mode to stop aiming firing? What? What are you talking about? Oh, right! Alright, so it's like this. And you just pick your weapon group by middle mouse clicking. And you do this. And it's just all... And... Yes! So now we're seizing control of the weapons. Seizing control of the means of production. And you just right-click to turn that off. Alright, so there's no empty weapon slot anymore. Alright. And weapon control. With the mouse cursor visible, middle click, you can aim weapons using the mouse cursor. So, if we do this, and do that... Locks over there, fires a volley. And then you can go here, locks, and fires a volley over here. That's pretty cool, I like that. It means you can kind of free aim. Let's do this one as well. There we go. Beautiful. And you just release the weapons, and then they carry on. The AI does its thing. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, I'm going to spawn in more Marauders, because for some reason we seem to be running out. And that simply won't do. We need to shoot more Marauders. Weapon control. With the mouse cursor vehicle, aim... Okay, free look, aiming... Weapon control. There's now a red vignette in the corner of the screen in which, when in weapon control mode, to remind you that you are in weapon control mode. Very nice, very nice. And the campaign log dump. Note there could be duplicates. There are more updates due over the next month or two that'll trickle in via small updates. Thank you to Kotl Hempers, and players who worked on bounties. Right, so I'm just going to show you this list here of just how many campaign craft have been updated. Oh, damn it. Can I just select the window? Thank you. Alright, so there's huge lots of, ooh. Oh, wow, I just saw Armageddon Protocol here. That is scary. Alright, so lots and lots of stuff, lots of little tweaks, lots of other things, but I am going to do a control find here. Control F, singularity? Nope, okay, so the singularity has not been updated yet. Got it. Okay, so lots of tweaks, lots of tweaks. The Warden has been redesigned. Ooh! Let's have a look at that. Let's go have a sneaky peek. Right, so the Warden is over here. Load everything in, alphabetical, and the Warden is over here, for example. Oh, hello, that is different. That looks... That is different. The hell am I looking at? Interesting. That is different. If those of you who don't know, the old Warden was this friggin' weird thing. But now it's a different kind of weird thing. Which is really convenient. Alright, so what else? Da-da-da. Alright, story missions. They have also been generally improved. Again, lots and lots of, Alright, I'm not going to read all of these out. Those of you who want to read in detail, you can pause the video right here. But yeah, there's just been tweaked. Like, you know what? Like, friggin' I've never bothered with the story missions, like, because I hate driving in this game. Then, in Ashes of the Empire, lots of new stuff in there, and that's basically it. It's all about the camera, and of course, what I'm excited for is, you guessed it, it's the new cram components, because I'm not sure it'll radically change the way, like, a bog-standard useful cram cannon is made, but, I do like, I don't know, it'll certainly make it easier to have multi-turret crams. A lot easier, as a matter of fact. And yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty neat. So yeah, that is update version... I've already forgotten the number, 2.4.0. 2.4.0 alpha test. It's, this one's a doozy. The camera, like... To everyone else who's played like thousands of hours in this game, yeah, we're in for a ride here. Like, the camera is not impossible to get used to, and actually you don't need to use all the functions, I am finding. You can actually ignore most of the new features and you'll be mostly fine. I still have no idea how to use some of the more interesting things, like setting up a specific, like, I don't know, specific points for the camera to sit on and stuff like that. Like, I have no clue. Hey, there's a tutorial in-game that I should probably go play, and so should you, probably, to refresh your brain cells. So yeah, actual in-game tutorials, how about that? So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Support me on Patreon or YouTube membership if you like. It really helps, and there's fun perks in it for you, like at the lowest tier on Patreon, access to a Patreon Discord, where you can hang out and chat with me and other cool people. And do check out my other channels, my Twitch, my second and third YouTube channels. The third one is just art streams, which is the best background noise you ever did here. And thank you to the From the Depths developers for continuing to update this game, which has eaten way too much of my life and the lives of many other people. In a good way. So, thank you all so much. See you next time in From the Depths. Farewell!